All right, hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the EU venues. Here we are, Saturday night, ready for some good matches. We've got 3 in a row. We're going to be finished on a Master tier. We're going to work up there, starting down at Bronze versus Silver. We got Artemis versus a team that I cannot pronounce. Do you know, Newton? Do you want to try it?
I would call it Ahin.
Ahin? Alright,
Ahin.
it's
It could be Ahin.
Artemis versus
it could be
Ahin.
Ajin. It could be a lot of things, but I think Ahin feels the best to me.
Ahin. Ahin works. Yeah, Bronze versus Silver. Could be fun. I haven't seen either of these teams play, and as far as I know, neither of them have been ever cast before. Looks like they haven't. So, it's going to be a good one. Of course, the issue is we do only have a 3v4 right now in the game because things happen. But they do need to start. We need to get started.
There we go.
Is that the 4th player joining?
Yeah.
That's 4v4. We're ready.
Yeah.
Offbeat, while we're here, what kind of stuff should we be looking out for in this Bronze matchup?
I mean, hey, it's a bronze level matchup, so we're probably a lot of things that we see in these like low level matchups is the importance of the stacks, right? However, whichever team is usually quickest in getting their stacks together and can get them moving down the field and turn the field around really quickly is usually the team that comes out the best in this low level matches. So keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out for how well these their teammates are getting together and finding each other, and how quickly they're able to turn the field around. I think that'll be a big tell early on to figure out, which way this game is going to go.
Yeah, honestly, I think that's true. I think that's very true. The stacks are one of those things that do come over time. But with EU, definitely the stack meta is heavily influenced here. And over time, you start to get more from silver, and then at gold, you start to see a lot more stacks. And it is, as you said, the team that finds those stacks are often the ones that are, leading the way. They can clear the disc and then collect it again and get the pressure on consistently and just keep pushing. We are just waiting for them to start up, but we are now back to a 3v4 again. And unfortunately, we gotta keep going because we have 2 more matchups. So after this one, we have Team Taze versus Neon, a matchup that actually I've heard a few people kind of hyped for. Team Taze being a relatively new team this season, and a mixed bag of who's going to win that one. So I'm kind of pumped for it. I'm kind of pumped to see who's going to be that. It's going to be Silver versus Gold fighting up, and then ending up is going to be Jesters versus Team. Now, this week is pretty important. The next so long is, next however long it's going to be, it's going to be pretty important because we do have the CC coming up. Newton, tell us about that.
Well, I mean, the Challenger Cup is, of course, the ladder goal for those who are playing outside the Master Tier, and what it encompasses is the top 16. Right now I hesitate because it's usually the top 6 teams, but right now it's the top 7 teams, both in EU and in NA, because a Master Tier team has dropped out on both sides of the equation. So the top 7 teams of the ladder versus the bottom 1 team in the Master Tier fight it out in a double elimination tournament where they progress through, and whoever is the top 2 teams of that tournament will wind up progressing back up into the Master Tier for Cycle 2, and the rest of the teams go back, that don't make it, go back in the ladder and play as they would with the Diamond Tier and such. We do see a 4th player joining in, actually not the team captain of the orange team at the moment, but it is the another player, so it looks like we might get into this thing. Flipping over on the other side, the Master Tier, what's left for them next week is the Elite Cup. So the top teams of the others that are not relegated down to the Challenger Cup will play another tournament, and that one is for prizes and for pride, and it does have a cool sort of new factor to this season, new in Season 5. But those top teams will be playing a tournament as well, also on next weekend. So it'll be a very busy weekend next weekend for casting and for teams. But the teams will gather together, and they play a sort of a modified single elimination tournament where the teams that are in the upper tiers get buys, and the teams that are in the lower tiers of the Master Tier ranks, they play through. So it's a lot of action coming up and a lot of fun. New stuff for VRML, new stuff for us to cast. So it should be a super fun weekend.
Yeah, no, it's really fun actually. What are the dates of that one? Do you know?
I don't recall what the actual dates are now. I know it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday next weekend.
Oh, next weekend, excellent. So that will be the 25th, 26th, and 27th next weekend. I'm kind of pumped for it. I'm really pumped for it. The first Challenger Cup this season. We've seen a lot of new stuff happening, especially in EU. We've had a lot of jumps around, new things this season. So going into that, it is going to be... let me put the standings here. You actually messaged me, Legion, because you're so on it. Looks like we're going to have Arena Wolves and Phantoms, Quackhead, Protocol, Men, Fireballs, Helios, and Nance Esports, and Curves fighting out for those spots in the Master tier. So it should be go on. It should be a really, really fun one to watch out for. Things have been changing up. EU has had a lot of upset wins so far, a lot of changes. So hopefully we can get some really good matches out of it. As he's here. Then go. We're getting word that we may be ready to start.
So I mean, quite possibly, what we might need to do with this match is just leave it in progress and move on to the second match when it does starting on time. So that if that is agreeable to everybody, I'd imagine the teams would be happy to do that, and Jesters and team out there who are planning warm-ups and such would be very thankful for that process as well. I hate to leave a match in progress, but this one, it is kind of the faults of the teams that are here starting 13 minutes late. This being venues, we really don't want to bail out on you, so we want to stay here and watch this as the joust goes in and we see the action start. Yeah,
action started up now. Taking this one down is gonna be the blue side, which is which side is the blue? Is that Artemis? It's Artemis, isn't it? Artemis in the blue.
Right. Yeah.
But no, there's Ajin with the disc. Trying to clear it through. A nice clear upfield means they do have a chance here, but this is where those stacks you were talking about offbeat are going to come into play and be quite significant. As there, they have the stacks early. They just missed the disc, though. So instead, it is the other side. Ajin taking that one back again, trying to get the attack going. Loki chasing it down, but no, they find it, and they get the clear straight back to the backline player from Ajin.
Yeah, what we're really hoping to see was some good fundamentals, and we're seeing some of those come through. The passes are making their marks, and the defense is on point. As you see the slap going out, and the disc is traveling out towards the midfield, but it is when he reeled in there by Loki, who grabs a hold of it looking for a friend, but bounces it off the Geo, just trying to get it over to the nest area. As the slap goes out, and the disc is now caught in the blue trap. So the offense is going to grab it again. Loki pushing it up to JB2. And the pass back to Indian as they hold up and just try to set up this offense.
Yeah, no, it was a good offense setup, but the just missed pass slightly means they're going to have to recover and reset it again. But they do manage to. There's Loki with the disc. One-on-one on the goalie time. They shoot, but no! A little bit too early. They do swing that one going for top pocket, but they ding it. They have more time. That's one thing I think that people do get used to with these games as you get more awareness of situations and stuff, is the ability to just do these plays a bit later. Take the time when you have it. Like here, look, he's got the time, and there is he's using it well, but going for a shot rather than the pass, unfortunately means it is going to be a difficult angle to reach. But we do still see Adsin with the disc still. But no, Artemis does take it, and now they get the clear away.
Yeah, we're finally into the orange side of the screen, and and very quickly, it is the team Artemis that is racking up the first 2 points of the match. Lecarno, grabbing the free disc and dumping it in there really fast. The stacks were working for them. We are seeing a 3v3, and you may be asking yourself why. We had a late start, and we had some difficulty getting a player in on the Ahin side. So Ahin now rolling out with the disc. Looking for the free player Loki to get down on the floor and reclaim that loose pass, and dancing around the floor, looking for a friend up ahead, manages to get the Dusty out on Alicarno, and a nice bounce pass forward.
Yeah, nice one forward. They have it again now. We just see as well, Artemis was the side with the stacks earlier, and they were the side that scored the goal with those stacks a minute ago, so definitely been good so far. But yeah, definitely apparently the captain was having tech issues getting in, so I had to go for the 3v4 and then 3v3. But important, worth highlighting, make sure you guys get there early. If you've got a match being casted at 6 o'clock, get there at like 10 too. You don't want to load in at 6 because then it's too late. But a nice goal again, completely from those stacks. They cleared it, they chased it, they scored it. Artemis gets another goal, now 4-0.
Absolutely. On the backs of the stacks, we just, you see Artemis executing nicely and taking the 4-point lead. Unanswered points, on the side of Ahin, they need to step up, do some good here. You see the launch is a little bit scuffed as they did bounce off the wall a little bit coming through. But the disc first pass is not connected to anybody. It's now Artemis picking it up, passing it in on the boost and clear. There is a goalie in place, and they do read that as they get the disc back out into the trap for a waiting player. Just outside the tunnel zone, you see Loki grabbing that one, getting stunned by Zach Levy and pushing it back in the bubble. The pass is good. The attempt is on, and it is a slam dunk for Zane. And we do now see a 6-point lead.
I've actually had a message from Zahn earlier to say, could you say it like Zahn?
Oh, Zahn. Okay.
Zahn, yeah,
like
Zahn.
Zahn. Okay.
Zahn, I know. There you go. Remember that one. Because apparently they got called Zahn Farm or something before. They didn't like it. Which makes sense. So it's better to go, Zahn when we can. As they are going to be taking this again. They have it in hand. These stacks that are really working out for them. The clear is just not quite yet, but they have the stack. They recover it in time. Really, really worth looking at those stacks again, just mentioning them, because it is the stacks that have the superiority. Again, they get a field, they recover the disc, and now that means they can get to attack. No, a nice goalie defense does stop them getting the goal.
The goal denied, and the offensive attack now putting in place. As you do see the free disc floating around, but it is defensive stack does manage to reel it in. We see the disc floating clear and free. Just a moment for everybody to take a look at it. It is JB taking a hold of that and throwing it back towards the blue side, but it comes immediately sailing back into the side of Ahin. The disc is now claimed again by the defense, just denying any opportunities for Artemis to set up offense. But Zach is pushing the disc underneath to Locarno, and what a heck of a grab from the goalie, Inadan, pulling the trigger on that one and throwing it all the way through as it just bounces free in the blue side.
Yeah, bouncing free. There's that disc now. Taking that one back. No! They don't see the player on them, though, unfortunately, so they do take it from them. Loki saying the disc back. Bouncing into that blue bubble. Can they recover it in time? There is JB taking it, but no! They steal it again. And now they can be trying to chase that one back up if they can. Nice pass. A nice little reset. Does give them a minute as they're going to work it up. Find the pass and then take it upfield.
As I'm just working under pressure there, but does get the disc away just before the stun comes in. But JB claims the disc and tosses it forward. It just scratches off the screen, and the disc is free now in the trap zone of the blue side. The stun comes in, and JB still working that offensive attack. Looking for a friend at Nest, and almost gets connection to Loki, but doesn't quite make it. The goalie grabs the disc and hurls it into the other side of the arena, and the stacks are on for the race. Who's it going to be? It's bouncing off the screen. Crazy bounce there. It is the defense picking it up for Ahin, moving it forward. Loki, a little bounce off the double diamond, and a free disc in the orange side.
Free disc, they do recover it. There's Zahn with it. A nice pass. Their teammates, as they cross to the other teammate again. Some really nice control, but no! No, unfortunately, a little bit of pressure from the defense there is going to mean that they are able to get it back. And now it's free floating again. A nice stack coming in now from Orange. The first stack I've seen from them so far. But definitely one is critical to get the disc back. And although they didn't recover it again, those kind of stacks, they can keep them up, are going to be game-changing.
Yeah, game changing is what is definitely what Ahin needs right now. Something to change the pace and the tone, because they are looking at 3 minutes on the clock and no points on the board. Inadan does slow things down and manages to get the throw all the way through deep into the side of Artemis, but nobody down there to pick it up. So it comes all the way back to the mid for another try. An intricate self pass, but the interception is handled there, and a long shot thrown in almost on the mark. It doesn't quite bounce the favorable way for Artemis, but it is reclaimed by Inadan and looking to set this up for another offensive attack.
Yeah, setting it up. They take it upfield now, but no, there is Zach taking it back once again. They don't want to get any goals scored against them. They want to get this game in the last 2 minutes. But a nice cut comes in. No! What a steal! Those stacks we're talking about. That's the kind of plays that we like to see. They do take it away. The blue again, recovering it once again. No, instead there is the orange player climbing. Not flying, but climbing up that wall. Like a little gorilla tag. But hey, it works. And a little break check means... No! The break check from Loki, but maybe not quite the god of trickery, as they do instead get caught up anyway and taking the disc away from them.
Yeah, the disc is taken away, and it bounced high as we get some lawn dart action out of it. Kind of the down pattern doesn't land into anybody's hands, but it is Zach Levy connecting to behind the clock to Zahn. I'm sorry, Zahn. Yes. And for the nice Dunkachino there, this is 8 points now. It's a pretty solid lead based on the pace of this game and what we've seen so far. So the hill is steep now for Ahin to climb. But we'll see if they can do it. Nothing's impossible at this level, but it is getting increasingly more difficult as the time whittles away.
Did you say Dunkachino?
Dunkachino.
I've never heard that. I like that. Oh no, but Loki gets stunned. They recover the disc, but stuns left, right, and center right now. 3v3 is a different beast of a game to a 4v4. And so, honestly, defense is harder. That's one crucial thing on 3v3. Defense is a lot harder to do. So if they can hold out, the reasoning for that is that you have one guy in goal, then 2 defenders, and 3 attackers. 2v3 is harder than 4v4. And easier than a 2v2, because basically it's like a 3v2, right? Or a 2v1 or a 4v3, because of the one goalie out basically of defense. So if they can get defense here working, it could be really good for them. But no,
there we go.
Oh, never mind the numbers. Doesn't even matter because Loki just dodges, and takes it in.
Loki showing the godly powers there. And taking the will on their own back and making the first points on their team, it kind of does bear mentioning that this game used to be competitively a 3v3 game, but most, if not probably all, these players never saw that, never saw it in pubs, never saw it in the game, but it was part of the game until only a couple of years ago. The time runs out, and the side of Artemis, they come out victorious. Round 1 is over. We're going to stick with this game another 7 minutes, so we'll get through the mid-round here, and then we will join the next game at its start. Team Taze versus Neon will be the next thing that comes up for us.
We go like exactly 5 minutes. Do it half the round.
Yeah.
That's exactly cool. Okay, yeah, cool. So we'll get the exact halfway point, and then we can... they won't know it, but we'll know. That's who the winner is at that point.
It's for us to know.
Regardless, we have a minute here, and we have a wonderful, handsome man with us. Offbeat, analyze the game.
Well, it's been a really interesting to watch. I think the 3v3 dynamic has really helped to highlight my genius calls at the beginning of the game to say that this was pretty much all going to be decided by the stacks. And it was, especially early on in the game. Early on, we could see that it was Artemis really winning that stack game, especially on the counterattack. Early on, we saw Ajin with a lot of time in the offensive zone, but they couldn't quite make it work, and they were really spread out, which really compounded on the fact that this is a 3v3 game. You're further away from all your teammates, it's that much harder to get a stack together. And Artemis was counterattacking really quickly and getting those stacks together. You could see Ajin adapt in the second half where they started leaving a goalie further back, which definitely slowed down how quickly Artemis could score, but it did also prevent them from getting their own setups and their own attempts on goal, which really limited them in the second half.
Yeah, it did, unfortunately, but they have a chance now to win it back if they can get this one in hand. Straight away, Zahn takes it, dodging up behind and doing a little bit of backboard juking. Oh, he's not going to go for the goal. He's going to take his time, and he swings it round. Wow, okay. Different style there. Normally, people just go straight from the front, but instead he wanted to play it very nice and safe, and it worked out.
That was a cat and mouse game if I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
Who's gonna move first? It was stare down the barrel of the gun and see who's gonna get shot in that scenario. We do see the rollout coming now for Ahin, which fight me, offbeat. I'm gonna call him that way. You call him whichever way you like. Loki and company just holding out. Another stare down happening with stack versus stack, and it is Ahin that moves first. The Artemis stack is intact, and they will move back. They're definitely understanding that this game is about the stack, especially when it's a 3v3. The disc being thrown clear by Elecarno, but it does wind up right in Loki's hands again. Loki walking it back in, taking a little moment to play one-on-one with Zahn. Zahn winning that one-on-one and walking the disc back into the orange zone.
Yeah, juking's become a lot more popular in EU in the recent seasons. And of that, I don't even need to talk right now. No jukes needed there. Zach just sticks it in. 3 points, 5-0, sorry, in the first minute and a half of the game. But yeah, it's always been quite popular in NA, right? The juking strat, much more than just the straight stacking and But although EU is very stack heavy, that juking style is coming in more and more over time now. Interesting to see how that changes over this next season, because I feel like we'll get a lot more of that coming in, a lot more jukes and dodges, and we'll see how that changes the game. Like these guys are starting to do now with that, a lot of focus seems to be on the jukes, but no, Loki takes that disc out of the hand, takes the shot, and just missed it, unfortunately, but it does bounce back into the hands of JB, who's going to send it up to teammate, working up. Loki, the shot, the goal, the ding, the bounce is not going to be in, so it isn't get cleared away.
Zahn is all hands in that equation, and all hands on deck as they get it cleared out for their team. Artemis, nobody on the scene yet, but it does. The pressure does finally arrive. The disc winds up going back into the Artemis zone. It is JB looking for the lead there. The shot through the mail slot is good, and that is now a 3-5 round. This is definitely some different gameplay. We did not see this sort of momentum out of Ahi in the last round.
No, not at all. Definitely doing some good stuff here. They are making this work. We'll have to see if they can make it work for the next 2.25 minutes, because that is when we will be jumping to the next game. So 2.25 minutes for them to get this one back in hand. And if they don't, it is going to be the game, at least in our eyes, going to Artemis. So time here as they chase it down. Zan does take the disc. Zan taking the disc, sending that one up across to their teammate Zach. Nice pass. Some good passing plays here. They have good stacks. They have good passes. It does not quite connect. Unfortunately, teammate was not anchored, so they could not get that pass caught. Unfortunate, but the idea was great. The concept was great. The shot was great. And they are definitely doing well. But here comes the attack. They miss it. This could be bad for them. There's JB looking for a teammate, working this one up. They find the cut across, and the miss, unfortunately, does not go this time.
Yeah, it's just those little fundamentals of the passes and the communication that you see them missing just a tiny bit, and that separates the silvers and the golds and the platinums from the master tier. That's it's the little things that start working for you as a team eventually. As that starts working for Zahn picking off the interception there, moving the disc into the front of the goal. It is in the hands of it gets taken away by Loki. Loki having different ideas here, as the disc is just free and then relayed back through. JB looking to just push the disc through and delay the team's back a little bit, but Zach does reclaim that and bring it back into the Ahin side. It immediately intercepted, turned over. We're having a little back and forth action, a little discussion about who's going to be dominant here. We have two players, Loki and company, stacked up now, moving forward towards the Artemis goal. Not challenged. Shot is wide, but is picked up by Elacarno and still pushed through.
Yeah, still pushing through. They come now. The last 28 seconds of the game. Here's an attack. Here's a shot coming in. Can they recover in time to go for the attack? They can. There's Zahn walking it up, taking a little juke, dodging and weaving, but no, shooting a little bit high. The stun comes out and knocks off the shot. But regardless, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because the last 10 seconds ticking down, they're still on the lead. 5-3, which does mean that at least in terms of this cast, the second round has gone to Artemis, and they finished it with a goal. That is going to seal the deal. 7-3. Artemis takes this second round, and with it, the game.
With that, the game. Yeah, I'm getting invites to the next match, so I'm going to pop out of the match here and pick mine up as we transition.
Oh, incredible. Perfect. All right, then we're going to jump straight into the next one. So we're going to dip out, get the next one set up, and then jump in just a moment here. Offbeat, any words of wisdom?
Don't forget to follow and subscribe if you're watching on Twitch, and and to pop into venues if you are watching on Twitch, because it is a super fun way to watch these with a lot of people. And
True, definitely jump into venues. You want to get venues. That is definitely the way to enjoy this. Offbeat may even jump in there in a minute. Might force them to. But regardless, that is going to be us. We'll be back in a minute. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Yes.
Easy going right there. One more to go.
All right, guys, we jump straight back in again. No time wasted here. We've gone straight from the last game into this one, and they went straight in. They were excited. They were pumped. They just started. And we have started the game. And it is, who is this? It's going to be Team, oh, I can't even see the team.
Right.
What are they called?
Taze.
Team Taze.
Taze is in blue.
on
Yeah,
screen.
Taze blue. Neon's in orange, so that's good to remember. Neon orange. And they
Nice.
they do launch out, and we see that the first pass is connected, is pushed through into the Taze zone. It is being handled nicely by the Neon offense, but the Taze team has something else to say about it. The pass is intercepted, unfortunately, as it goes through the tunnel, and now it is the Neon's team pushing it up into the bubble. We see a 3-on working on, as you see, Cake getting stunned out for their efforts right at the shield. The disc is free for a moment. It is Taze looking to move the disc out of their zone, but this free disc is picked up. Cake's shot is wide, and it is no good. We see the free disc, and people are scrambling for that one. It is a mad dash, as the pace of this game has quite increased over the last one.
Yeah, huge increase. We've gone straight up. Neon is silver. Team Taze is currently gold. So basically, it looks like Neon is fighting for the get gold. But Taze says, no, not just yet. Not yet, son. We're going to get some goals. As they're now 4-0 up. And looking clean this start of the game.
Yeah, Team Taze being Turbo, Y, Watt, and Raccoon, and then Neon being, oh my goodness, is it Metajack? Yeah, Metajack, A-Bomb, X Gaming, and Cake Kazem. So we got the disc coming out now in Meta's hands and then thrown through by A-Bomb. A-Bomb missing the intended target. It is now just a loose disc being picked up by the blue stack as they were waiting deep in the bubble. And the clear, it doesn't make it all the way through, but it is Turbo bouncing around on the popcorn, looking for how he's going to get that out of the zone. X Gaming has other ideas and passes it across to the teammate, and it is wide of its intended target, slapped forward now by Turbo. Turbo looking for a stack, finding it, and the disc is now moving quickly into the side of Neon. Neon picking up it, and X Gaming now partnered up with A-Bomb and throwing it through to the tunnel.
Yeah, through to the top. Quick pacing so far from both sides. The stacks are quick. The pressure is on, and the shot is good. Turbo saying that one straight in. 7 points now. And wow, I mean, quick starts. We're 3 minutes in, but we're seeing the huge speed of everything right here. That the goals are coming fast, the stacks are fast, the pressure is fast. We're interesting to see how this one pans out.
Most definitely. I get the feeling that you see Neon is playing on the back foot. They are not playing their game at the moment. I feel like they're getting dragged into this by Taze, and Taze is kind of commanding the control. Even though disc movement looks really nice moving in the bubble here, we see the free player on the floor. He has 2 pass options, gets 2 of 3 actually worked out there, but the interception comes through. Taze is working that defensive model, and it's working pretty well for him. Free disc, but it is just slapped back out into the mid by the defensive hand of Watt. The stack is on. Turbo claiming that one, looking for a mail slot, but not quite getting it off the bounce off the Geo there. The free disc reclaimed, thrown back into the Taze side, but tracked down quickly by the stack as they just slow things down a tiny bit.
Yeah, slowing it down a tiny bit, which is good. Good for them to make sure that no mistakes happening. A nice shot behind. But what is going to look for the pass instead? There's a shot, but no. A little bit of a difficult angle means it is going to get sent away. And sent all the way upfield. All the way up. Bouncing down. Take it in hand. There's Medic. Medic with a shot. Medic with a miss. Unfortunately, they get back again, but no, Cake just misses that one. As Medic with the disc again, spacing out, trying to get a nice little reset. They do hit that, so by until time, reset the play. Now they're going for the attack again. The shot comes in behind, and X Gaming makes it happen, gets it done. A nice 2 points on the board.
Yeah, pretty crucial goal at that point. You're almost halfway through this round now, and your team hasn't scored at all. So Neon breaking the seal there and open up the package here just to see what kind of goodies are inside, and hopefully that'll lead to more and more as they start feeding the front and the points start coming in. We now see the first rollout from the other side as we see Turbo and Taze moving the disc really nicely forward. That dribble play, it bounces flat off the back wall, but doesn't get reclaimed by Taze's team. It does get cleared just momentarily into the trap. You see Y picking it up and moving it forward to Turbo. Turbo looking around and does get free enough to find the Strandy in front of the net. And Watt tucks that one in for a nice 2-pointer. We have 9-2 on the side of Taze.
9-2. 9-2 is a good lead they have right now. 7 points up. But hey, we've just passed the halfway point. 2 minutes, or 5 minutes down, 5 minutes to go. And what they've done to you, you can do back to them in those 5 minutes. The 9 points, great, you get 9 points. They can absolutely get it back, but they'll need to make sure they change things up a little bit. And watch out for the stack pressure that's currently hammering them down, not giving them a chance to breathe. They need to spread apart, make sure they get nice passes coming that are nice and clean. But no, unfortunate one there. The teammate was not quite anchored in time, so that clear just gone straight past them. They recover it. No, everyone misses the disc. Who's going to get there first? Who's going to recover it? It is going to be a shot. No, Team and Taze does not get that one in. Nice save from Neon means it's sent away.
Yeah, sent away beautifully, and the stacks are there to reclaim it on the other side. The shot is close, but not quite there. The hand is on the defense there as the ding does go out, but you do see it cleared all the way to the mid now with Y chucking it all the way through. But the turbo is there on the stack. Has all the time in the world to get another 2 points for their team. Now 11-2. You know, as long as Taze just keeps trading blows or just continues scoring unanswered, they have no worries in the world. It is up to Neon to do something important here.
Yeah, do something very important. They're going to need to change things up. Sometimes first rounds can be a bit different to normal. They can change between rounds. But if they can get things working right now, it's going to be good. It's going to be really, really good. Even if they don't get the win on this round, the momentum change is so important. But here they go, moving apart. Taking some nice attacks coming. No, but the shot's a little bit too far away, unfortunately, as the stack does take that one. I'll tell you what we're seeing right now really significantly is that Taze has some excellent pressure consistently, right? We're seeing a lot of time that Neon has. In fact, Neon actually has the disc 54% of the time right now. But they're not being able to get the goals scored because the pressure means that they're constantly having to juggle the disc back and forth between players until that mistake comes. And then when it does, that's when they capitalize on it and Taze sends it away. But Neon with the disc once again going for an attack.
If you keep your eye on the mini-map a little bit, what you're going to see also is often Neon is playing a man back. So they're playing a man down in the bubble out of the respect of the speed probably for Taze and their ability to build a stack and get it back down to the other side. But right now, all 4 players from Neon are on the blue side as they run through their attack. One more time, the open shot is missed, but the bounce comes back almost completed there. And the clear does make it all the way out into the neutral zone as it bounces back into blue. The pass comes through again. Neon building another attack, looking around, finding nobody there. Tries to pass up to the top, and just misses it. It gets loose in the trap area, and it is pushed through into the Neon side.
Yeah, to the Neon side now. Sent down below. Why was the disc? No, there's it taken back by X. X Gaming sent it through, but no, taken back again by what? And X steals out the hands. Scramble down the bottom. They do take that one back. X Gaming used to actually sub for my team all the time back in like season 2 and 3. Excellent player, and you can definitely see that here from the way they're playing. But all round, the pressure from Team Taze is just proving so much. They're just stopping attacks again. Now again, the pressure means you have to send it all the way up, right into the hands of that Team Taze player, and now the open goal lets them just dunk that one in.
Yeah, I mean the speed is just obvious. It's up to the defense to start breaking those stacks before they can get loose into the breakaways. So if they're not able to get a hold of them or leech them or stun them, they're just going to keep paying for it in points here. You've got to build your own stacks to get back and make some of this offensive stuff slow down. So now we see Neon rolling out. Medic has got the first pass pretty well unpressured. X Gaming throwing it just under a little bit of pressure now, and the communication just not like what it should be, as the free disc is now claimed by, again, guess who? Taze, and it comes back in. Oh, it is redirected immediately back into the blue side. So free disc in the blue side, got a stack in there. Shot out from Cake, but it's just a little bit wide. The free disc again, looking for another stack, another pass in the mid, but it bounces off the shield, and it just keeps going back into the neutral zone.
Yeah, back to the neutral zone. There's Raccoon taking that one up and down, but it's not going to be cleared just yet. In fact, they do only have 25 seconds left for Neon to get some momentum on their side. But no, they're just saying no again and again. Team Taze. Here we go. Let's watch this last play out. A-bomb, pass below the goal. The ding, unfortunately, the kid's taking a little bit more time there to juke on the backboard. Which is, a really incredibly powerful tool that you have at your disposal. Disposal. Let go.
Disposal.
That you can utilize that backboard to get those goals more reliably. But hey, the pressure's on. It's tense. We have here our man himself, Offbeat. Dude, what are you seeing? What is it that Neon can do to get some more points coming into this next round?
And it's been wild because like Neon they've had the chances, they've had the time in the offensive zone. It's really been a story of, for the most part, Neon coming in. They've been moving the disc well, they've been getting into position around the edge of the bubble, but haven't quite been able to make that last pass or that last shot to just put it away. That's both on the defensive abilities we've been seeing from the team. Also the saves, also just some missed shots that have just been going wide. Like if we look at the defensive side, there are 5 saves right now, kind of spread out amongst 2 players on the TaZe side, and that's really been the difference. The story of the game has been slow pressure, moving up the disc, and then boom, counterattack the other way for some quick points. And really, there's not a lot that Neon has to change drastically to get this. It's just a matter of finishing those, finding that one last pass, or maybe deciding we take the shot this time instead of trying to make one more pass. They're close. They're still being a little outplayed by TaZe on the defensive side, but if they can get that clicking, they will be in a position for success, I think, in this second round.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel that one. Yeah, and we'll have to see if it does happen. We do have a pause coming out, probably from Neon. I can check that one in the logs. It was from Neon. Yeah, it was. Doing a little mental reset, a momentum break, trying to work out what to do better. Maybe just take a little break from the game, step out from the game. I mean, Newton, you played a lot of time in this game. What would you be doing right now? If you were one of these players, you're feeling a bit flustered, what would you be doing to get your head back in the game?
I mean, if you're Neon, the thing that's obvious to me is they've had possession. So making a better effective use of that possession is what they really need to do. If they're not under pressure, don't throw it wildly. If they are under pressure, find the pass. You know, that the offensive time the disc time has been theirs. It's just they're not making the shots, and the shots they are taking, some of them have been dinging, and some of them have been going a little bit wide. So just, trying to take that extra breath, take that extra middle second to say, okay, I got the disc, don't over squeeze it, nice and easy throw, and throw the disc. I mean, like Lockie was telling us, I believe it was yesterday, it's not about going super fast. It's about going accurately into your attack and then moving quickly when you're on your attack. If you're trying to overcommit yourself in speed, you're often going to make mistakes. If you're trying to boost too fast with your boost buddy, you're often going to make mistakes. You're going to hit a geo, you're going to overrun. So being more accurate and just being more thoughtful about what you're doing could turn the tide in this game easily.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they're trying to do that sometimes. I agree. I think it's just doing that more and more. Example, the reset pass. The reset pass is great. It's such a useful thing if you can utilize it well to get that attack accurate, right? Like, you're not pushing into an attack. I always talk to my team about, like, pushing into pressure. If you're pushing into your opponent's pressure and always walking into it, you're letting them beat you back and make things messy and knock your pass around. If you can just move around it, take it around, find the path through them, and then make that work, you're gonna get it working. It's hard. It is hard to do, but if you have 4v4, they have one goalie, one player of yours will always be unmarked. It's just making sure that one player you always find them, you find the way to get through to them, and then when they get marked, the next person takes the disc. Spreading out across the floor, getting that defense away from you, and then finding that, as you said, like clean attack to come in. Whereas, if you get caught up in pushing forward, trying to get it quickly, you said, you end up letting the defense pressure, and then you need to slap pass off. Goes a little bit inaccurate, so then the next person needs to go a little bit further to get it. By the time they've got it, the defense is on them, so then they need to throw it also fast. The next person then needs to rush for it, and it happens again and again until you need to just get that one accident and it cleared out.
Absolutely.
And of course, we did see, again, still 59% possession time from Neon. They had the time for it, but they said they just could not keep on. Find that path forward that would let them get the goal. Instead, it was just sort of stuck in that middle zone for a while, bouncing back and forth, passing until that mistake came. But hey, they had a minute. They've been sitting in here in their side talking about it, and now they've unpaused. 30 seconds time, they will be starting up again, and we can see if they've made any changes here, or even just momentum. Right, the mental game, so important.
Right.
What was that loading screen tip? Science shows that if you're positive, you're more likely to win. Is that a loading screen tip?
Keep a positive attitude. The science will prove that you will be more successful with that positive attitude. You know, it's absolutely true. If you stay out of your head and you know just keep having fun, you keep cheering your team on, and you know making positive comments, things will happen in your favor. What I would like to see out of Neon is utilize that back player that they're respecting the speed out of Taze as a back pass. If they can utilize that back pass, reset themselves, get Taze to commit to that back pass, then they can pass beyond them and maybe score some more points.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely agree. We'll see if they can do that right now. Oh, look at that split screen joust. Oh, wonder, you're a wonder. As they do, they're up now. Gex Gaming trying to get the attack going. They have the disc. Let's see what they've been working on in that time. That just misses, but can they recover in time? No, unfortunately, there is Watt taking this back and getting it cleared through.
Yeah, the clear does make it all the way in to the Neon zone, but it's not going to be a definitive stack race except for that one coming in, stunning out the orange players. Raccoon handling the disc now as he passes underneath to Y. Y just gets it scraped off his hand, and the disc does wind up going free back into the trap zone. You have two players from Taze now looking at resetting there. Y now grabbing hold of the double diamond and just kind of slowly walking this thing up. Not under pressure just yet. Perhaps they should be. There's the stack pressure as it comes in. The pass goes just beyond him as the interception now comes through on the side of Neon, and the pass attempted clear is not good. Turbo does reclaim that one and throw it up to the ceiling where he has What waiting for him. Turbo back with the disc, and now the disc is cleared back out on side of orange. Ooh, Raccoon picking it up. It just keeps going.
Yeah, there they are now again, taking that one up above Turbo. No, what was the disc? There is Turbo taking it, but no, Cake steals it. Steal back again, back and forth. And now, eventually, not going to get cleared still. A little bit rushed, a little bit messy. And they do get it out into the Taze side. But a little bit of mistake means it is Taze who takes it back once again.
I mean, there's a disruption pattern going here. Taze has not been allowed to just march this thing forward and do things as they want. So, you know, kudos to the defense of Neon, who is starting to mount this attack. They throw it deep. They go back into the blue side, so it is on the Taze side as the stacks are out, but nobody picks it up immediately. As one more stun comes out from Raccoon as they claim the disc and throw it all the way down as it dings just off the edge. Come on, man! The disc is free and now reclaimed by Raccoon. Raccoon stunned. The reset is now towards the goal, a little scarily from Neon, and the disc is still in the orange side. Turbo picking it up, looking for a friend. He's scooting around on the wall, not finding anything but pressure in his face. A-bomb unloads that one into the mid.
Yeah, into the mid. But there they are again. There's X Gaming with the disc, sending it up all the way. Up, down. Can they take this one in hand? There is Y as the disc. The shot comes up again, but straight there's the stack. A-bomb bombing it down onto that one. No, that unfortunately slightly rushed pass means that it is going to bounce off of that double diamond and get sent away over the way upfield once again. With 3 minutes down, no one scored yet.
Sorry, just talking to the next team coming up. We see the disc in the blue side now. It is picked up by Y. Y is dancing around just in the trap zone. Gets the bounce thrown through the ceiling there. It is reclaimed by Medic, but is now pushed immediately right back in. So we're playing ping pong, going back and forth. We're having a good time, though. And what we're not seeing is points. We have almost half this round gone, and nobody has scored yet. What is going on? This is madness. You just see now Taze grabbing the disc back at their ceiling side and throwing it all the way through. The stacks are looking around, and we do see finally the first 2 points of the round. 3 minutes, 28 seconds off the clock. Turbo knocking it in for the side of Taze.
Yeah, getting it quick, getting a nice tack. That is what they needed to break that silence, to break the sound barrier of those stacks, to get in and get the job done. So, that could be good. Honestly, with the pace of the goals this game, getting that little lead they've got right now, just 2 points, could be so significant. It means that instead it's going to be Neon who's on the back foot again, trying to catch up the goals. And unless many are scored right now, it could be very, very significant. But I say that, the 3 point, no, doesn't go in. No, they recover it. They get it in the bubble. Medic with a 2 points, now back to 2-all.
Medic working the recon there, getting the bounce and putting it in for the 2, keeping this thing as close as it can be. We're basically starting over now with half the game left. If Taze and takes this round, then we're done, and it is 2-0. But if Neon does manage to stay in this thing, we are looking at a third round. So We will see what happens as the disc gets pushed into the side of Neon. Intercepted. Nice read from the goalie as the deep clear goes through. The stacks are on. It is Cake reeling that one in. Just taking a touch at Pac-Man, throwing the disc high up to shoulder, and the ding comes in just off the side of the goal.
Yeah, side of the goal, unfortunately, but there's Cake again with the disc, buzzing around, taking the pass back to X. X across to Medic. Medic underneath the goal. This is the kind of attack they needed. That was how they do it. That was so, so nice. I'll tell you what we're seeing a lot. Really, really significantly, they're finally taking advantage of is Team Taze is getting kind of caught up with the disc. They're chasing. They had 3 different players there, all 3 defenders, all chasing the disc. You can see it in the replay. All 3 of them chasing the disc and not marking anyone. And that meant those players just passed it back and forth, and then defense followed. And then when they sent it through to that one player, bam, it was open, and they were able to get that shot through. So that is one thing that could make all the difference here. If they can take advantage of that, the defense, that when Taze gets a little bit in the bubble, they get caught up on that and they get distracted by it. Then that could be so good for them to find those openings and immediately send it through.
Yeah, you know, it is still a constant barrage of attack though on the side of Taze. Taze is not letting up, and the chase meta is unrelenting. So if it does work, if it does keep you on your back foot as Neon, you know, trying to respond to it, you know, it can be a detriment. But it does work out in their favor this time as they're back in the side of Taze. You see X Gaming handling the disc, crossing that pass beautifully. Had 2 players in the neighborhood, and does make the connection to 1. X Gaming picking up the flat bounce off the side wall, it's up to the nest area, but they just lose the hand, worried about getting stunned out, and that does work as Taze gets to clear off into the midfield. The interception sound does happen there. You see the backstack picking that one up and just trying to push it through. Raccoon just not getting a hand on it at the moment as the disc comes right back into the blue house. Is pushed again. The stack looking for the dribble. Again intercepted by the backstack. Medic and company looking for how to get this thing done, keep these points rolling in on the side of Neon. But Taze just not having it.
Yeah, not having that one. Unfortunately, they do have the disc again, though. There's Neon setting it up, bouncing up and down. Neon still in the lead here, and 4-2 with 3 minutes to go. This could be good for them. This could be the change they need to get this round in the bag, as they do dodge around a little bit. Send that one through. Bouncing to side, bouncing back again. And there's Medic with the disc, sending it all the way upfield for another attack. The stack hits that block, they recover, they get it back again. The goal is open. They send it up to Nest, playing it smart, and with Nest, they finish it off. And now, 2.5 minutes ago, 4 minutes up. 4 minutes? 4 points up.
It's okay, Rita. It's okay.
Me not word good.
Me not word
But
good.
me like game good. Me like game V much.
Oh. Yeah, Team Taze rolling out now. The dribble play going through the right tunnel there, finding the pass all the way to Shield, an open shot, the second pass, one more pass. Turbo taking care of that one, bringing this to a 2-point game. Absolutely, Taze not feeling out of this. As you can tell, the confidence is there. Neon getting a chance to answer back here momentarily.
Yeah, they can answer back, but they need to hold out for 1 minute 50. Hold that 2-point lead, and they got to be feeling the pressure. They got to be feeling it right now, because all that we really need to do, all that Taze really needs to do, is get that 1 goal. And that'll bring them to overtime or the lead, depending on how, or if it's a 2 or 3. But, hey, if they hold back like this, they play it smart. No! I was going to say, if they hold back a little bit, keep the control, they can just play time. It doesn't need to. They don't need to. Oh, look at that. They found the opening, and they walked it straight in. The defenders are all distracted, all on other people, and so they had absolutely no contest to walk it in and then just get it straight past the goalie with that stun.
Fam out there saying the round 3 would be awesome, and the round 3 is looking quite possible here as we see Team Taze rolling out now. Again, doing the dribble meta, they're pushing it all the way through to the other side of the tunnel. They do get it picked off, and it is thrown deep into their zone as you see, oh, just an open moment. Oh, but a missed opportunity as the disc just kind of careened loose. It is cleared in the mid, and it is picked up by Taze in the mid there. There's a little stun action coming through on Raccoon's head as you do see Cake picking it up and pushing it right back into Taze's side.
Yeah, taking it back into Taze's side. See what they do here, going for the dribble. Oh, they do recover it in time, though. A nice pass to teammate does not quite connect, but the stack is there, but so is the enemy stack. Can they get it in time? No, that is bouncing up. They need it here. They need to get a point. Oh, I believe. No, never mind. They can't with that. It looks like Team Taze is out of mathematical time. With only 15 seconds to go, they can go for a last point, but 4 points down right now. That means this second round is going to be a turnaround. Rather than Neon losing that first round, they've been able to take back the second. That break they had, the pause, definitely working out for them. As now they're going to, just for you fam, that round 3.
Yeah.
So, to I'll work out what's going on here and tell us all about their time living out there in the land of the venues. Offbeat, how's it going?
Oh, it's gone great. I got into venues. My first time being in there personally. I just got it installed and set up last week, and it really is a fun way to watch it. As for the game here that we've been seeing, it's been like there's not been a ton of drastic changes on the side of Neon to really turn this around, with one exception. I feel they weren't playing from behind this round, and you could see it impact their game so much. They were able to take their time moving in. They were able to use those resets more. And they were able, instead of needing to rush all those passes until one of them inevitably got missed, they were able to find those passes, take the time, connect with them, and they just played so much better. Like, they took all the advice, basically, that we had been giving them at the first intermission to kind of set up for this one, and we could see the difference. And because they weren't behind early on, they felt like they could take their time, and they really settled into what seemed a lot more like their game. And I feel like if it sticks to that, and if they are able to hold that again this round, I think they should be in a really good position right now. So the first couple minutes are going to be crucial here to see if Taze can step in and take that early lead like they did in round 1.
Yeah, it'll be really good to see. They haven't paused again. They do want to go in for it. So, you said they have such a strong lead in round 1. They've got a knocked straight back again. A little reversal for round 2. Now for this round 3. It's going to be so good to see what's going to happen here. Is the Neon Strap going to hold up their more aggression? They're holding that front foot and now having the advantage on their side a lot more, getting past the defense. Or is Team Taze going to find that pressure again they had in that first round? And for them to take that win in this one round that matters. We'll have to see as the countdown does take us into the first neutral joust. Newton, take us in.
Yeah, the one thing I've noticed is the stuns are making a big difference now as we see the teams readying up and they're moving into the launch here. It is going to be on the side of Neon, and Neon pushing it deep into the side. Oh, and making a sure shot attempt. That would have been a big statement had it made it into the marked place. But Medic taking the back pass now, resetting that one and taking another try at it. X Gaming getting it done now. 2 points for the first lead there of the game. It is now, just a matter of keeping that momentum for the side of Neon.
Yeah, keeping that momentum up. You're right, will be such a significant thing. They did have the possession time still, and so if they can convert that possession time into the attacks, it is going to be so good for them the whole time they're here. But as you said, the stuns have been really significant. Let's see how that impacts the game now. As the reversal, the block there means they are going to get that one in hand still. Taze with disc. Turbo looking up, bouncing up behind the goal. There's the player. Can they shoot it in? They can, but no. Oh, unfortunate. The Chicago there taking that one in anyway for Medic means it is gonna go another 2 points now, and now 2-2.
Is it really a Chicago when you're playing in London? I mean,
well, I've heard it called an Amsterdam. I've heard it called an Amsterdam. We use that as well. I've learned this.
It's a Chester. It could be a Chester.
A Chester?
All kidding aside, we see Taze rolling in pretty much uncontested as they get the shot off, but the goalie is there in the neighborhood. The disc does go low of the intended target. Got Medical picking up the goalie duties here. Watches that one sail past, and A-Bomb grabs it in the free space as it makes another pass in front of the goal. It is cleared through. The stack is good for Taze as they get there, and it is a lot of people in the neighborhood really fast. As another long clear comes out, and we got a couple players. Watt picking it up this time. Now looking for a friend, having a little bit of pressure now on the side of the goal, and just settling in for the points themselves. No pass needed. Watt taking care of it. 4-2.
Nishan, that was so calm. I felt like you're reading me a bedtime story. That was very calm because it was calm. The play was very calm and confident. The casting was calm and confident. It was like taking that one in, and it's true. The calmness there. They weren't rushed. They had the confidence. They had the time, and so they just got to the backboard, duked around a little bit, and then scored it in. No rush, no panics. Everything done very nicely. That's the kind of gameplay that is going to get them these points coming, and it definitely has already right here. But will it change here? The shot comes in from Neon and missing that one, but they do recover it in time. X Gaming looking to pass across, slightly missing that one to Cake there, unfortunately, as Watt does clear it back. But there's Medic again, working up, passing across to Cake. Cake at the shot, and the shot bounces in. 2 points, back to 4 all.
The really impressive thing I'm seeing at the moment out of Neon is that disc movement. Man, if they can just keep that up, they're gonna keep TaZe on the back foot the whole time. It's hard to argue when you have 2 or 3 people working back and forth and playing monkey in the middle. But you do see now the dribble coming out again on the side of TaZe. It bounces off the free wall and it is pushed all the way through to the backstack, waiting for it and clearing it all the way through into the TaZe zone. Again, a change of possession. This has been the theme of the game. Again, another change of possession. Bounce off the ceiling. We see a pass not completed there. A scrum for it there. Nobody really kind of claiming possession or dominance over it. Cake reclaiming it. I want to see him slow down. I want to see him build a play rather than just continue the chaos. The pass goes back through to A-Bomb and just missed out of the outstretched hand. Watt reclaiming it and passing it through for the stack.
Yeah, passing it through, the bounce there, back into their hands. Actually perfect. The stack would have been there in time. And with that, they take it straight in. Turbo regrab, and the turbo goal means they're now 6-4, coming into the nearing the second half of this last final round.
TaZe looks like they're playing a very controlled game. They don't seem to be getting flapped by the fact that this is close. It's the third round. They're on venues. This is not exactly normal things for them in their daily life. Medic rolling forward, though, looking minimal pressure, getting a good pass off to Cake. The cross pass is there, but he chooses not to take it. The shot goes a little bit wide, and it is reclaimed by Medic now at the ceiling, pulling it across his shoulder. The shot is not good. Again, another one just kind of skims by the goal. Cake looking to reclaim it, but doesn't get a hand on it as the TaZe team now Turbo reclaiming it, pushing it through, bounces off the Geo and right back to him, and looking for the play to set up.
Yeah, the play set up now. There's Watt, the shot behind, but the save from A-Bomb. No, accidentally hitting the shield. Could be bad, but Medic is there to recover and to take that one back where it came from. Bouncing up all the way now. Not quite going in there. It means it is going to get recovered and sent back again. As they do, take that one, go and chase it. Then they recover it in time. The pressure is all around here. It's slightly messy gameplay going into this, but they do take it. There it is above. There they go below. Recovering again is Medic, and now recovering it back. So far, they're getting a little bit more frantic, it looks like, coming into the second half of this game. The teams both know that this is the final round and the final half of the final round, and that every point here is so important if they want to get the win. And it's making the gameplay a little bit more messy. So it may end up being the team that can keep their cool most and keep their attacks clean the most is the team that does get the win there. A little bit too far away for that shot. Unfortunately, the 3 points means it is going to get saved and sent away.
Yeah, TaZe is playing a very defensive stance right now. You see they have 2 players, or had 2 players deep for most of that play. They were just kind of letting the front stack take care of it. The back stack jumped in, but that did work for the pressure. And you see a little bit of the same concept on the opposite side. The stacks are everywhere. I mean, that's the whole game is stacking right now, and it's a good strategy. It's a great way to keep your team rolling offensively and tied together, moving together as well. But the shots are just not happening right now for TaZe. Even though they have a 2-point lead, they're not stymied by this. But man, they have a lot of people in one clump there. And the clumping is a little disturbing. They have a back pass waiting. He's back there. They have the lead. They don't have to keep pushing forward, but they choose to keep pushing forward. X Gaming claiming that one and throwing it all the way through. The clear is good.
Yeah, the clear is good here. They take that one up in hand again. But as the 3 minutes ticking down now, they still have not got any more points on the board. What the disc again, sending it up all the way, up all the way up, all the way down. No one able to recover it now. They do take it in hands. There's the shot for the cuts, and they take it in. What clears it up? What recovers it again? What gets it in? What gets it done? That is going to mean they are now 4 points up coming into this last bit here.
One of my favorite parts about this actual match is that you have a stack of what and why. What? Why? Why? What? What? Oh my gosh. So fun.
So impressed.
I didn't even notice that.
X Gaming making that first pass through and just getting it intercepted by Watt. Now moving deep into the Neon zone, still under pressure. Great pressure. The shot, it bounces some crazy zone and it winds up being a self goal on behalf of Cake. But that is points and adding a little bit of ice onto this on the side of Taze.
Yeah, jumping right in. They're doing very clean so far to keep this game down under wraps in this final round. That pause for them worked out. But really what's been working right now is they've actually kept their cool really nicely. They've kept their composure. They've kept the pressure on. This stack is clean. And no, the stack does get stunned out though. Both members of the stack are stunned out back there. And they're not, so they are split apart. So that gives them a chance here if Neon can capitalize on it in time. But missing the disc, they're able to recover it in time with another stun. Can they get his attack working? They're going to need to. They can get 2 3-pointers in the next 1 minute 40 if they work fast. But they're going to need 1 right here. As Mojack takes it up. The shot, but no! The save from that goalie. Not even the goalie, sorry, the defender. They recover it again. They take the shot and that one goes in. X Gaming, 2 points. 4 points behind. 1 minute 30. They can do it, but they need to be fast.
Yeah, the chaos in the bubble, it just was the way of the world right there. I don't even understand, how you make communication with your teammates when you have everybody just crashing the boards at the same time. It's a 4-point lead. It's a minute or so, minute 10 left on the clock. On the favor of Taze. Taze with the stack and with the control of the disc now. They're moving forward. They have an uncontested goal. The shot just a little bit wide. They could have probably walked out and even further in. Y now with the disc on the wall as just out juking X Game. The shot to the Strandy. What? Why to what? And what becomes the goal?
Okay. That might be it. That might be too late now to bring this one back. As what and why and take the game. But hey, there's still time here for some more points to come in as they go into the last 35 seconds of the game. As A-Bomb with this one takes it up to X. X taking the shot across. They're working it up. They're getting some nice possession here. Can they keep it going? The missed pass, though, unfortunately, does mean they have to recover it quickly, but they do recover it nice and fast. A nice slap back to that reset is good play, but unfortunately, the player wasn't anchored there. They could not recover it in time. 15 seconds, 14, 13, 12 seconds. Not much time here, and it looks like that is going to be it for the round. The last shot comes forward, takes it, and sends it away. And with that, that is going to be the game with one last goal for good measure from Watt. At the end of that one, 6-14. And a nice win coming in there for Team Taze. So, Offbeat, before we jump into our next game here, do you want to tell us quickly what happened there? What changed so much?
Yeah, it was a really wild one to see as Neon, it felt like kind of got away from their game plan, what had worked so successfully well. You could see in that third round, both teams seemed to be all in on the try and get the quick counterattack play. Might have had something to do with the game being so close for so long, but they were coming in there and just constantly, they would have time for passes to find an open teammate and slowly work the way down, but they had no time for that. They were looking for the quick attacks, the quick counterattacks, and because of that, we saw all that, it turned into messy play where we saw a bunch of changes of possession back and forth, no team ever really getting set up, and that just proved to benefit Team Taze, who was a little quicker on the stacks overall, versus Neon, who really did best this game when they settled down and had some time to establish themselves in the zone and find those passes and get those pass options available to them. So I think that really was the big difference as, it ended up being a good decisive third round victory for Taze.
Yeah, a really nice decisive victory. And I think we're 10 minutes behind. We'll run straight into the next one. So if our cams jump into it, I think the rest of us will be there and ready to go in just a second. But while they're loading in, Newton, I mean, what did you think of that game? What changed so much? What was it for you that stood out?
For me, what stood out was very entertaining. For me, I mean, what you really saw was you saw Neon's defense stepping up, creating chaos out of the stack that was running against them on Taze. It was a beautiful execution, a fun game. It went back and forth. The best of all things. It's what you want to see. on any Echo game, you don't want to see a runaway, you don't want to see a spank, you just want to see a good back and forth, game. And what if wonderful way to spend our Saturday evening together here on venues with each other and watching these great games. The next one coming up is a big game, Jesters versus Team. And these are master tier guys. These are people that are that definitely have put in the time and the effort and definitely have put this game on the map for the EU region.
Yeah, definitely are putting themselves on the map. I'm pumped to see what they do for the rest of this one season coming up, and the rest of it in time. Wonder on the cams, are you ready to go? Perchance? We cannot hear Wonder on the cams.
Did he take us to break? He does have to take a break before to reset us.
We can do a break. All right, we'll do a quick break. We're back in just 1 second with this next game, which is going to be the master tier between Jesters and Team. All right, we got a straight in here with another game. It's going to be Jesters. It's going to be Team. The two Titan master teams fighting it out, duking it out here and going into this next game. We're going to run straight in as soon as they're ready to go. But offbeat, it's a master tier. It's EU. What are we going to see?
Oh, master tier is the place to be for like some of the top premier Echo content, and like we've got a really good one here. This is the number 6 and number 7th ranked teams in EU coming into this game. So first off, it's going to be a really close game across, regardless of what happens. Two teams, both pretty well full from the UK. So the one thing I am interested to see is how these teams come out playing early, because with Challenger Cup coming up, there is a lot on the line here. These teams are coming in at number 6 and number 7, which means they're right on the cusp there. Records of 2-4 and 1-4 so far this season. So, whichever one of these teams wins is going to be kind of sitting pretty right there in the middle of the standings in EU with a lot of time, with time to make moves, to move up the ladder. If you're losing this one, you're falling down near the bottom, and it's going to be a big pit to try and crawl out of over the next couple weeks.
Yeah, the other thing it has implication in is their seeding in the Elite Cup moving into next weekend. So there are buys that make things even easier for you as a team that's ranked higher. You don't have to play as many games or even risk yourself as many times in a single elimination tournament. So there are little things on the line there, but also I feel there's a little bit of pride on the line. Lockie and Woodsy are both casters. They're both really familiar to us Retup and definitely some friendly guys, very knowledgeable guys. Lockie is especially is very opinionated about how it goes and who should win. But this is a fun match to be able to watch. Unfortunately, we do see one drop out as we just want to ready up and get into this thing. But on the side of Jesters, we have in the arena today we have Lockie 11, Ribbit, Watchdog, and Ochapi. Is it OC Happy or Ochapi?
Ochapi.
Ochapi.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have not casted EUs, so this is challenging for me to call these.
First time at all.
Yeah, I think so.
Amazing.
Yeah. And then on the other side team, we have Woodsy, William, Big Jerry, and the dropout came from your boy Sam, who just re-entered the arena. So yeah, these guys, I mean, both these teams are fairly well established, been pretty well the same rosters, I think, since last season. Both kind of did a rebuild last season as well, if I'm not mistaken. But this would be a lot of fun to take in.
Yeah, it should be really, really fun to do. It should be a good one. But we are going to be starting right now as the clock ticks down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And here comes out the two teams. Who's getting that first? It is going to be Team slapping that one up. There's jet stacks from Jesters. So Lockie, they're taking that one up and sending it through as they do start this game off with an explosive beginning.
Yeah, Jesters, you know, maximizing their control of the disc there, making the pass, making the clear and boost and the dribble, and absolutely making the points happen right away. Ribbit with the first two, being helped by O'Chappie, and now the first joust coming out for Team.
Team. I remember you doing that before. Didn't you do that before? I swear you cast a team, and I remember you going team, and just, yeah. Anyway, the point of me, this is everyone. As they do take this one, team now. Team take this one up. Big Jerry sending it up across the bounce, though. Unfortunate, I mean, is going to go down, and there are the stacks from Jesters. Jesters stacks are infamous for being incredibly fast. We've seen some crazy good games from them in the last season, and some definitely in this season already so far. It's going to have to be a little interesting to see how that's changed since the end of the last season, since the last finals, and how his team is going to be facing up against them and how they'll fare against the speed, because everyone's got faster. Everyone's got a lot faster this season. So seeing how that works now, how it works out of the miss there. Watchdog takes it back again, setting it up. No, your boy Sam takes the disc away from them and sends it through for that nice clear.
Yeah, beautiful long clear, but the stack is there for Jesters. Jesters have all four people back in the backfield, but not able to grab the disc, not a one of them. The disc is cleared out by Ribbit. Ribbit making a connection to the stack. Locky in the hand there, gets it intercepted by your boy Sam, working the back end of that defense and gets a long clear through. Man, back and forth we go, but just at a faster pace as the back pass goes through to Woodsy. Woodsy not able to handle it alone. William again, as Woodsy wakes up from that last stun, the pass to the back of the net doesn't work, and the clear works all the way through.
Yeah, all the way through. They take it now, and there's Ribbit with the disc, dancing around, passing that one across to Locky. Locky gets stunned now, though. So there is instead William taking that disc back up again. Team going for an attack. The stack is there, but there's O'Chappie back in. No, Team recovers it. The open goal and the miss. Unfortunately, this time they take it back again. Big Jerry taking that in hand, passing it behind. Missing that one, unfortunately. That does mean they're going to take it again. Recovering it, going for another attack. There's O'Chappie taking on the pressure. But boy Sam gets stunned out, and Locky clears it all the way through, in fact, into that orange bubble. Recovering it. There's the stack. Just missing the disc. Can they recover it in time? No, it is flat back.
Yeah, we're seeing some wonderfully competitive action going on as the disc just gets hurled back and forth across the arena. Nobody making out with a lot of points here. Only 2 points on the board so far on behalf of Jesters. Your boy Sam handling the free disc, passing it across and getting the connection over to Jerry. Jerry getting connection over to William. William the shot, and the shot is good. What teamwork, what disc movement. Wow, that was impressive.
Yeah, impressive. Impressive is definitely the name of the game here. These guys are ridiculously high skilled, and they definitely know what they're doing. The stacks are very fast, so it is just who can hold out here in this round. 4 minutes down. A nice block there means they do have the chance to send this one up and across. Locky passing it to Watchdog. Watchdog under pressure, though, doesn't see the stack behind them, so they do get the stun off. Taken back again by Locky. Trying to recover it now, but the stack is already set up by Team, and so they send that one through again. Charging up, bouncing down, recovering it, setting the shot, and there is William taking that one in for 2 points, for 3 points even. Now they're 3 points up, 2-5.
Yeah, we will see that three-pointer keep showing up unless Jesters can rally back with a three-pointer of their own. It does result in trading leads of ones, and sometimes it results in momentum. So we'll see which way that goes as Ribbit makes the first connection through, the second connection made all the way to Watchdog, the bounce pass across the floor to O'Chappie. O'Chappie looking for a friend, not finding it, chooses the back pass to Ribbit as they just slow things down for Jesters. The high pass through, nobody around in the zone to pick that one up, except for the defense. The defense clears it into the trap zone. It rattles around up there in popcorn. The stacks are there. It's a party up there in trap as the pass gets through. Watchdog making out of the zone, but the pass goes back again, just not liking what he sees. Ribbit with the reset but gets stunned, and now the disc is free. It does look like it will be on the side of Team, moving it all the way into the orange zone.
Yeah, Team taking this one back. No, there it is again. Jesters taking it up, taking it down. Your boy Sam the disc. Very back and forth so far. No one's really getting a hand up or foot up on each other. They're just kind of getting that 3 points is such a significant one. But that was one slip. But overall, other than that, it's been very, very even. We'll have to see here if either side can start to get some momentum building. As O'Chappie is going to take a long shot, hitting the barrier. not going through yet, but they need that 3 point. As you said, Newton, that 3 point's going to loom over them until then. And no, the miss comes in. That was so close. That could have been the 3 pointers that we needed, but unfortunately, it is going to be instead cleared back away.
Yeah, the one thing you don't want to do as a team in Master Tier is have mistakes and you know, and have, I mean, mistakes get punished. My point is mistakes are the differential maker in this tier. So the long pass goes through and the stack is there. Locky reeling that one in. You do see that 1 point lead being maintained now, that 3-pointer showing up again. But the point is mistakes are punished. So you don't want to have those mistakes happen on your end and then not capitalize on them or have, you know, and have those things compound, because your time you can tempt fate is just so limited in the Master Tier.
Yeah, absolutely. You need to be very consistent, so consistent. And instead of that, for example, the small mistakes, a millisecond too late throwing it means that they do get the disc taken away. But again, a millisecond too late at the stack, and they're able to recover and get it back again. See your boy Sam now working it up. Could look like the stun comes out. They wave the disc around, get this shot coming in, and as that player from the team just waves their hands in front of the goalie to distract them, there comes the player and the shot coming in. 3 points up still, 3.5 minutes to go.
Beautiful poise, execution of the play, communication certainly on point there, as you know, so many different options could have happened right there. But what happened was the points went in the net. So you do see team maintaining that 3-point lead. And now Jester's trying to answer that call. Choppy with the disc now just right at the mid, but chooses to go back, reset, take a little bit more time. Pass back into the tunnel, now is connected all the way, but doesn't make it through to its intended target at the screen. It's a little bit late on the stack there. As a stack from the blue side, team trying to make it happen, but it doesn't quite get where it should be. As the back player is there, your boy Sam, to pick it up and toss it forward. As the play starts unfolding, you see the team players are all pulled outside the bubble for the moment, and the passes are just happening still. No pressure, no heavy pressure on the side of Jesters, not overcommitting themselves at the moment, as now you see the stack pull through together, and the loose disc is thrown all the way down. The stacks are there yet again. The accuracy is just a little bit off, and it does result in a clearing of the disc.
Yeah, sending it up here now. Watchdog takes it, no, Ribbit with the disc in hand, passing it back, juking it back a little bit, taking the time, drawing out the defense, and then getting the long high shot. But unfortunately, the long high shot is not what they needed. It did miss them there. Ribbit taking the disc once again, passing it up to Watchdog. Watchdog taking their time. Nice little control here. They pass around the space, finding the gaps as much as they can. Struggling a little bit, though, to get past this team defense. So right here, it's going to be difficult for them. They need to pass it back out, and they do. Locky passing it out again, moving sideways. Again, finding the pace, finding the control, but not finding the attack right now. The two players were next to each other there, so they couldn't pass to each other. So instead, they have to get it out again. And still, Jesters are having the attack, but still, they've spread out across the floor. They just need to find these openings, the pass options. Here they go, this could be it. They juke in, they take the cut across. Now they're behind. Can they find the next pass? They can. There's Ochabi. Ochabi has this stolen away. A nice reset, and going for a new attack just did not quite work out for them this time.
Right, but the attack is still on. Jesters are not letting up. They continue to press the disc forward. Watchdog now under pressure does duck the pressure and get the throw forward to the stack. The stack is waiting and picks it up, but they're just caught in space then as they maintain the possession. They do choose to back it up again. Locky with the throw now underneath. Ribbit on the floor working the jukes, drawing out your boy Sam, but pushing the cross now to Locky again. Up to the nest, and the shot is good. Watchdog taking the 2 points in off the pass from Locky. Still that 1 point lead, maintains that 3, just keeps rearing its ugly head.
Yeah, it really does. It really does. That 1 point difference making all difference. Now, but significantly, that 1 point does mean that any goal from Jesters right now is going to give them the round. Any goal at all. But at the same time, all the team need to do is hold out for these last seconds. Remember the disc now. This is where it gets important. This is where they have to get these clears consistent. That one's not quite on. There's it is. There's the stacks coming in both sides. Team gets there first, sending it back once again. Watchdog recovers, works it up. 20 seconds to go. The stack is there. The attack coming in. Can they get it working right now? They take the cut across ribbon. No, dings the disc. Locky is this now. The shot, but again it saves away. 10 seconds to go. It is not going in. As Watchdog pass it across. Finds it to Locky. Locky sends it down below. Taking it. Can they get it in right now? Tugging it up. Taking the shot. Oh. No, the save from the defense means the team is going to take this round by 1 point lead. at the last second. Whew! That was a frantic one. Offbeat, I see you there looking all excited about that game. What's going on, man?
Oh my goodness, wow. I mean, if you're Jesters, this is just a hard one to watch because you're in the zone. You've got the possession time, just chance after chance after chance. That team is just denying you, whether you've just missed it or it's a great save coming in or a defender getting there to cut off the angle right at the last second. There's just been so much pressure time for Jesters. That team is just shutting down, especially in the late game there. Like, if you look at the saves across the board, you've got 5 saves in that round spread out all across the team members compared to 0 on the side of Jesters. And honestly, that's kind of been the story of the game so far. I was planning to say that even before that big, huge moment at the end that kind of just proved my point. But I mean, like, Jesters is doing a good job of getting up and getting set up with the disc. But they are missing that kind of final killing blow to put this away. And on team's side, honestly, with that defensive play, they could have been up by a lot more here. We've seen a number of times where we can't hear their comms. We don't exactly know what was being talked about, but they have chances where they had a 3-on-1 with the goalie, but they decide to reset because they didn't quite have that situational awareness yet. I gotta stop because we're ready to go into round 2. Take it away, guys.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying there, 100%, but we'll see right now what happens out with this as the Woody. No, lose it to Lockie. Ribbit takes this back up again. The cut comes in, the shot, and immediately changing the game up is Ochapi, taking it in for Jesters, 2 points.
Yeah, Jester's not wasting any time to set the tone. That's so key when you just took a very, very, very close loss in the previous round. And, you know, the defense of team is definitely on point, and they are working their angles. You see the rollout coming out here. We see Woodsy with the disc now, taking a little bit of attack pressure from the stack. Jerry handling that one, tossing it across to the other waiting stack. Your boy Sam handling the disc now. Lockie pressuring him. Chooses to make the back pass wisely at that as the give and go heads out, but Sam misses the go side of it, and the disc is now claimed by Ochapi. There's a stack waiting there at Bowtie on the other side, but they don't manage to reel it in until it gets way, way deep into their zone. Blue does not pick up the disc now. It's still under attack. Ribbit dancing around, but not getting it in. Just too much pressure there. As the pressure is maintained, and the defense on the side of team is working the disc. They are still getting the disc out of their zone. It's constant pressure, but here comes the attack again. Another clear all the way through, and the stack is good, and the shot is on, and it is not on, but the follow through is good. Big Jerry cleaning up the mess, and it is now 2-2, brand new game.
Yeah, brand new game is exactly it. Jesters came out of the tunnels looking strong. Team has forced it back, and now back 1 minute down, 1 point each, 1 goal each. But now, Jesters gonna go out here. They've been doing some really, really nice jousts so far, and that's a nice one. It didn't quite work out this time, though, unfortunately. Ochapi does take the disc back again, passing it there to Lockie. Lockie back across to Ribbit. Ribbit's going to try and work this one up, and they do take it down again to Ochapi. Some nice spreading out across the floor here. Jesters' jousts are very clean so far. They have not failed a joust yet, despite team's efforts against them. We'll see if that continues throughout this game. But right now, all we know is that the defense is doing such a good job holding them off. But Jesters is also doing such a good job of controlling the disc that right now it kind of seemed fairly even. No one's able to get upper hand on this attack. There's a missed pass, but they recover it once again from Ribbit. The slap back across the teammate, and Ochapi stopping that one again. Can they recover it again? They do. It's just as back and forth where it's like oh, never mind.
Your boy
I
Sam
was going to say
other thoughts.
the unstoppable object meets the immovable post. But then the immovable post actually moved the disc.
Yeah, Sam had other ideas there. He saw your metaphor coming through, and he says, "No, I don't think so." The long clear comes through again for Jesters. Jesters maintaining so much pressure. This has got to be just so frustrating on the side of team. You're working so hard. You're getting the disc all the way down into the zone, but then it just turned around. The shot just a little bit wide. The cleanup not there, but 2 players now on the side of team working it front to back now. The pass is good, but the interception. Watchdog has all the magic hands in defense there, and closes that one down, makes the clear through, but it is picked up by William. William passes through to Woodsy. Woodsy looking around, has the disc off the screen there, unfortunately, as the disc goes right back into the tunnel.
Yeah, right back up, bouncing down, bouncing all around their side. Woodsy taking it in hand, working it up. trying to get the attack going. They see the player behind them. They try and get the disc back, but there's their back stack players recovering it and sending it up. And they do try and chase it down. Can they get the attack working? Jester's not set up for defense just yet, so they do have a moment. So they do find that pass option. But can they take it back again? Working up, they miss it because behind their head. So Jester takes it back in hand. Stats it forward. And there is Ribbit taking it up. And now, there's the clear. Going all the way through, but team is there to collect again. Still, 4 minutes down now, 2-all.
Yeah, the team stack's just working beautifully together, as every time the disc goes into their zone, there's at least one person there, if not sometimes two and sometimes four, to reclaim it. That one with the stun and the combination with the clear through into the middle there with William, now making the connection all the way down, the boost and clear, and the dunk now. Self-pass for William. There you go. A 2-point lead now for team, as we have about half this round left. There's 5 minutes or so left on the clock.
Yeah, 5 minutes left on the clock now. A lot of time for anything to happen. And they take it in hand. There's Lockie with this. Lockie taking that one up. Working upfield now. Watchdog. No, losing the disc, unfortunately. So they're going to get taken up again all the way. There is team. Team with a shot. Team with the goal. Team getting it done. As they are now 4 points up.
Yeah, unanswered points are a scary thing on the master tier. So if your team and you're stacking those points on top of points, you're feeling good right about now. If you're Jester, you start having to look around saying, okay, how do we break the cycle? How do we make something else happen here? We need to score twice in a row now. As the low pass goes through, Bounce just managed to clip the Geo and clear the mark there, but Woodsy and company are there to disturb that and send it back into the mid. Ribbit on the back line just picks that one right back up, walks it in calmly. Pass good, but better is the save, and Jerry's hands are on fire. The pass through into the other side is good. The shot not so good, but is reclaimed again by Woodsy. Woodsy trying to make that nice tight angle, just missing that one by a hair that time. The connection made through. Jester's making the shot, not quite on his line, and just the disc is free again.
I was watching that angle, and obviously that's perfect angle. That's perfect, but it just clipped that block, unfortunately. But hey, Chappie is there to recover anyway. 2 points. Now they're just 2 behind, as they are gonna be fighting it back. So close.
So close indeed. Hey, yeah, Summer, it is Retep Worm and Newton Dad co-casting here on the venues here. We have Offbeat being our analyst today, and this is Team versus Jesters. This is the third game we've casted here today, and it is a nail biter in the second round here. First round.
We also have Wonder on the cams.
Oh, sorry. I always forget Wonder. That is just bad, Newton Dad. Bad Newton Dad. Lockie, interception, goal. This is another new game. 3 minutes left on the clock. Wonder T-Man, you're the best, bro.
Yeah, we love you, Wonder. It's because he's doing such a good job. We don't even have to think about it.
He doesn't talk.
It's true.
That's the thing.
It's true. You need to talk in our ears, Wonder. You gotta be muted for stream, unmuted for us. So we can just hear you just, chatting away about whatever you want to talk about.
I just forget you're there. It's like automatic cam happening or something. I'm not having to worry about it, and hey, it's not my problem. And the disc is now the problem. The disc is definitely the problem of Jesters at the moment. On the attack again, Woodsy with the disc, just getting intercepted or disturbed a little bit as they try to drive it in. Again, free into the trap. Ribbit claiming it, not making the clear through there on a 180 or 360. I don't know what that was going on there. The pass goes through back into Jester's zone. The interception picked off. Yeah, boy, Sam, for 2 more points, just keeping that 2-point lead ever so close this round.
Okay, it's getting interesting here. 2.5 minutes to go is not much time. And with a lead coming out from Jesters, from Team, it's looking very interesting. On the site, Jesters have 28 votes to win, Team only have 7. People think that Jesters will get this one in hand. It's generally expected, I think, but right now, oh, never mind. They're back in the lead.
Yeah, Lockie's making that point with an exclamation point for you. Yes.
He really is. Bringing it back, not just back to even, but back on top again with a 3-pointer. Turning this around immediately, and now it is a team who are on the back foot.
Yeah, I love it when we trade 1-point leads. It is so much fun seeing a back-and-forth game. As most of the times in Master Tier, you see back-and-forth points, you see back-and-forth scores, and the difference makers really is the 3-pointer all the way across. The claim is there, and Jester's on the attack again. The stack is brutally fast. Ribbit to Locky, 2 more points on the board. Now a 4-point game on the side of, that is only 3 points on the side of Jester's. Math's good. I can do it.
Stefo saying, I think team wins this. Well, maybe.
Well.
Maybe, but they are currently 3 points behind. Jesters have picked up the pace, and they are slamming it down on top of team right now. As a nice stack comes in, double stack attack. The shot does not quite connect this time, but they have the attack coming in again. The defense can't get on top of them. They shoot behind the goal, and that's going to bring it back now to a 1-point game. Okay, we're getting interesting. 1 point.
Good.
What's it going to be? 35 seconds
35, yeah.
left on the clock. If team can get a single goal, 2 or 3 points, does not matter, they've got the game.
Yep. Next score wins, no matter what. We either go to round 3 or this is over. The attack is on, but it is on the side of Jesters now. They do maintain control of the disc through the mid and then just decide to roll back with Ribbit. Working the clock. The clock time is on their side. 20 seconds left on the clock there. The passing clean until that point. Ochapi now under pressure. It is Woodsy in the neighborhood. Does get the disc after a moment of free disc, but it's turned right back over to Ribbit. Ribbit pushing it deep into the bubble and is claimed again by team, but it looks like that is going to be not enough, and it is going to be a round 3, just like we like them.
We do like the round 3. Unfortunately, that isn't my time. I have to run off and switch out here. I'm going to switch out to the extremely capable hands here of Offbeat, though.
Excellent.
He's going to take my place for the most exciting round of the day. Offbeat, while you're here now, tell us, what did you see?
Wow, I mean, I'm ready to jump in because I've just been screaming at my monitor this whole round. Wow, just the back and forth. We've got okay, we've been seeing this whole game. The defense from team has been insane across the board. They're back on defense. They are stopping those shots. They're stopping the crossing passes. They are reaching down in goal and making the saves. It's been kind of ridiculous. And so all their points for Jesters came this round pretty much came on those fast breaks before the defense could get set up. Maybe there was a guy back, but it just fallen into position. And I think that's really going to be the key here in round 3, is if they can keep that going. Jesters do a good job moving the disc around, but part of what I've been screaming at my monitor is take the shot, right? You've got like a shot with an 80% chance of going in. You take it. You don't look for the 90% chance, especially against the defense here. You take what you have, and like right now, that's what's working. So you got to make those attacks quick. You can't let the defense find their footing. Let's see if they manage to pull that off as we go here into round 3.
Round 3 underway here as we bid Retep Worm adieu for the evening, and we take over. Locky taking the disc and passing over Ribbit. Ribbit now looking for a friend down underneath the goal, not finding one. It is picked up by your boy Sam, turned around the other direction for team. You do have a waiting stat going through. Woodsy and company to Big Jerry. Big Jerry finding the open disc and just settling that one in for the first 2 points of the round. Nice beginning for team. Let's see if Jester and friends can now respond in turn.
Yeah, nice quick start there from team, as Big Jerry had a lot of time open behind the goal there. I think most of Jesters probably saw, he's got the disc, he's open behind the goal. No point to rush it all the way back. As they'll just look to counterattack here, as Jester's not quite able to make that connection through the tunnel, and Big Jerry is there to pick it up and clear it all the way back down. And first with the stacks is going to be team taking the long shot, dinging it off the post, and it's going to hit the shield, bounce back out. Team will have time to set up. If they can hold this disc here, they're not going to be able to. It's going to be sent out to mid and gathered up by Jesters, who will have some time to move it up slowly.
Jesters are absolutely just swarming the disc anytime it breaks free. This one being another case where actually they're not getting to the disc quite as fast as team. The pass is intercepted though. A Chappie pushing it underneath to Ribbit. Ribbit to Locky. Locky into the goal. It is now 2-2. Even game. Round 3. Anybody's game.
Yeah, nearly getting back to get that was the team goalie, but good play with lots of open time behind the pass. Good pass to find there behind the goal, as he will put it in to tie it up 2-2. His team now looking to counterattack, see if they can keep the back and forth we've been seeing this whole game going. The pass isn't quite going to connect, but it is going to be Big Jerry finding the disc off that bounce, finding a teammate. And now team will slow it down for one of their few times they've had to kind of take their time to get set up here. as they've got William on the ceiling who's making, we've got it pass to the teammate, and that's your boy Sam putting it in, making a nice little juke around the goalie. Perfect little cut pass coming in there from William, and team jumping back in front. This time 2-point lead.
Definitely. And we hear the timeout coming through. That one was on the side of Orange. So it is Jesters and Company calling the pause on that one, just to kind of talk things out in the locker room and to try to figure out maybe a different rhythm. I am seeing a very aggressive style coming out from Team. They are definitely pushing hard. They controlled the disc beautifully in that last exchange, but they do seem to have changed the tone again. I would venture to say a little bit that it was Jesters in the last round who changed the tone mid-round, and now the tone has gone back into I would say into the style, the play of Team.
Yeah, absolutely, because they've been doing really well on all their fast breaks. Most of what we've been seeing so far is a calculated, slower approach by Jesters with the quick counteract attempts by Team. And so right now we could see as Jesters in that second round slowly started to move towards that aggressive game, but now it's kind of spiraled even a little beyond that. Their more aggressive, like get the goal quicker, has now been translating into more of a quick attack, get the counterattack quick without even any kind of setup. And that's why we've been seeing this quick back and forth here with goals going both ways. It's been really interesting to watch this develop because this style of game doesn't seem to be Jester's usual, like not the style of game they came in here attempting to play, but it's been kind of what started to work for them. So they really need to work on finding that balance here, because I think what's been working best for them has been an in-between of those two approaches. Not quite the super slow approach, not quite entirely counterattacks. They're trying to find that middle ground here, and I think their success in finding that middle ground is really going to dictate how the rest of this round plays out.
Yeah, it's really wonderful to watch these master tier teams just do their work. As a viewer, I loved sitting back and just watching a master tier game because it just feels so different. The speed, the accuracy, the fundamentals are all there. It's decided, in a game, a matter of inches, centimeters. One mistake, two missed passes, that makes all the difference. And sometimes it's just about building a momentum and finding a pattern of attack and defense that works best for you in the moment. And every moment is different depending on who you're playing. So this is what's so great about Echo, is all the different combinations of teams and offenses and defenses. So it's just so fun, especially to watch the EU meta, which is different than our NA meta. So like Retep was saying earlier, it's just it's a constant evolving thing. And what we're seeing now somewhat is more of a juke meta coming into the EU style, and you're seeing the flip of that. You're seeing the pass meta kind of arriving on the master tier heavy on the NA side. So the patterns of play are definitely something fun to watch, even if you're a player that's brand new to the game or somebody who's been watching ever since the very beginning.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, if you've been following us since the beginning of the stream today, we've definitely seen the progression as we've gone from the bronze level games to the silver, gold, and now up to master. The tempo of the game has really been high here in master, and that's part of what's made it so exciting to watch. It's because you've got the transition time where both teams are trying to settle and figure out who's got the disc, who's actually making attack now. That time is so much smaller here in this round. There is a little bit of scuffle time where teams try to figure out who's got the disc, but then we're right into one attack, right into the other attack, and they're very defined attacks. You can see the team kind of set up, you can see them making a plan, how they move the disc, whether it's quick or slow. Both have their merits, and both have been on display at different points of the game here. As it does look like the unpause is in, and we're going to be looking to get back into this one. Sitting at a 4-2 lead for team. Jesters with the disc, and looking maybe to steal back the momentum here. We'll see if they come out quick again or if they try to slow it down.
Yeah, it's always super curious to see how that pause works for the team who took it. We see Jesters with that opportunity to show right away what they're going to do with this. Ribbit dropping down on the QB and making the first pass off to Station, making the second pass onto the floor there as the third pass comes through. William pushing it through. Ochapi just missing the grab on that one, as it does scuffle loose a little bit, but Ribbit is there. No worries to pick that up. Jesters playing extremely controlled, extremely back, and not really even pressured at all. Team's not even biting. They're not even attacking. They're like, okay, if you guys want to play catch back there. That's fine. They do finally push through, and it's immediately turned right back around into the Jester's zone. The stack is there. The stun is there. William with a shot, and it just bounces off a ribbit and into the goal. 6-2 now. Team taking over against Jester, keeping that lead.
Yeah, so Jester's clearly taking the pause to make the decision to try and slow it down to get back to what their game usually is, and decide to slow it down, and we're looking for a chance to break team stack, but team was not, like you said, not biting on it, and so they eventually tried to force a clear and didn't work, because team had 4 players back, and scored on the quick counterattack as they have been doing. Now Jester's recognizing they've had so much time, so they're just going to walk it over the middle and look for his pass. A good little juke there, and it's going to be put in. Big Jerry getting credit for the self-goal, but no, it was a great little move there on the attack from Jester's. Perfectly playing their style of game as they cut this lead to 2.
Yeah, I would say that Jester's called their bluff. Honestly, team was playing back, and Jester's like, okay, you're going to give me that space. I'm going to take it. I'm going to walk with it. We see team rolling out, and your boy Sam with the disc now pushing through the relay is good to Williams. Just pushes right back to the stack. Stack does manage to get a stun out onto Jester's, but the forward pass is not quite on its point. William does get a reclaim on that one. The pass goes high, or actually the shot goes high. Lockie reclaims the loose disc and throws it down in Valley, straight on through, but the orange stacks are just not there in time. It is your boy Sam now making the clear. The clear looking for a friend, and does find it in William. It scuffs just off the geo there. The bounce is free. It's getting read by Woodsy. Woodsy taking it down and just easily letting that one in for a 2 points. Now a double the score, 8-4. Team maintaining the lead.
Yeah, Woodsy helped out a bit there by a good stun from his teammate to take out the goalie, very adeptly recognizing that they had the 2-on-1 before anyone else would get back, and that's the worst position you want to be in as a goalie, because if that stun comes in, that's game over. As it's going to be Jester's now, taking their time. They look and they think they have some room down the left side, but a good pickup by the stack will clear it back, but Jester's putting it back in, and that's a lot. I thought they were going for the bounce there, but no. It's O'Chappie tossing it in from the back line with a great little 3 there. As now we've got a 1-point game. Still lots of time left on the clock. I'm curious to see how many more times we're going to see a lead change or this bouncing back between 1-2 point differences on each side.
That's that 1 pointer that we were talking about earlier is that we trade out. If we start trading blows, we start trading that 1 point back and forth. You do see the possession now, though, going back into Jester's, looking to make 2 unanswered scores in a row, but that attempt is just a little bit off the mark. Ribbit does reclaim it and just slowing things down one more time, as it seems to be the strategy for Jester's at the moment. As they get the pass through, it looks good. The next pass is good as well, down to Lockie on the floor, and they just choose to reset again. One more time to O'Chappie. Pass forward again to Ribbit, and back again to O'Chappie. Ribbit.
Yeah.
O'Chappie.
Ribbit.
Ribbit now to Lockie. Lockie across the arena there, dancing around on stick, and just dings that attempt. That one may come back to haunt him, may not. O'Chappie now reclaiming that one, and it is still under pressure. Team is definitely pushing the defense pretty hard now, and that you see it pay off in the interception. The clear is good. The boost is on. Blue team having all the time in the world. One man behind the goal. Not enough time to make that one happen easily, though. As the back pass happens, it is scuffed, so it looks like it will turn right back into the hands of Jester's.
Yeah, Jester's not quite getting the clear, though, as it's going to be dumped right back in by your boy Sam, and the stack is going to be their first. They've got 3-on-2, and there's the open goal, and your boy Sam is going to make no mistake on that one, putting it in for the 2 points on a quick counterattack. We were talking earlier, and you and Retep were talking earlier about this is Master, and at Master level, mistakes will be punished. They missed the clear on the one time, and just like that, the team stack has counterattacked, and before anyone is set up, they're putting in the net to extend that lead to 3. And it looks like it's going to be a quick counterattack coming in from Jester's. He's got it under the goal, finds the man on post, decides not to take it in, instead going to reset it back, and Jester's taking a breath and trying to slow it up. They're only down by 3. It's 1 score, so, they've got lots of time. They've got a teammate open. They've got the cut open, and that's Lockie going right the other way with the 2 points, cutting that lead back to 1.
Right, it's very important to keep answering back with points, especially in this tight of a game. You don't want the other team to score 2 times in a row and start distancing that lead. Even though it wasn't the three-pointer that I felt like they wanted, they reset and looked at it one more time, and they just continued to drive in for the two. And that's what matters at the moment. Your boy Sam handling that first pass now gets the bounce pass off the floor, but it doesn't manage to find the right path through the geos to match a teammate. The clear is all the way through, though. The disc is now going to be in the hands of Jesters. Nice long throw by Lockie, 11 meters, and it's now a 2-point game on the side of Jesters. I think this is the first time Jesters has had a lead in this round.
I was about to say that, yeah, because they'd been working from either 1 point or 3 points behind for most of this round. But Lockie has really been putting in an effort here. He's got 16 points over the game. He's got 5 saves, plus an assist. He's really coming in clutch here at the end, especially when they need it. As a team now looking to counterattack, playing from behind for the first time as the pass isn't quite accurate. And Lockie is going to grab the disc. He's looking to clear. Not quite what he was looking for as it bounces back. But Jesters are still able to get it. They'll find that opening in the left tunnel, or try to, as they're struggling to get it out of the zone here. Lockie will finally get it. He'll clear it all the way down, and now it's going to be a race to it, and it will be the team stack getting to it first, but not able to hold it, as Chappie gonna get the stun and put it away. A 4-point lead as the team stack getting there first, but not reading it quite well enough and lose possession in a real dangerous spot.
Yeah, I would call that a key moment on the side of momentum and the tone of the game. You have Chappie and the Lockie scoring now 3 times in a row, and that will make a difference. The mental game of team now has to be under attack, and they have to be trying to figure out how to stop the bleeding here. They've got the disc now in the orange side, but they're not able to convert on it again. So the punishment of mistakes is so important yet again. As the disc is free, it does get reclaimed by team. Team working a little bit of the chaos meta, not quite so much setting up plays and trying to just push in an organized fashion, but the stack is there. They overshoot it just a hair. The claim is there from Watchdog, and the long 3 sails in. This just got interesting. We have less than a minute, a 7-point lead, and I think time is no longer on the side of team.
No, that's game. They're going to come out of here with 10 seconds. They're down 7 points. Wow. What a run here by Jesters. As they came, I think they were down 3 right before this run. And then they just started slowly chipping away at it. They got a 2. So at 7, that puts them like a little 10-point run here. Make that a 13-point run as they'll put one in at the buzzer for emphasis. And Jesters are really coming alive here and taking it in 3 rounds.
Right. Jesters just deciding that the fate of the day was not going to be what team had in mind. They made great adjustments all along the way, and they made great efforts all along the way. We've had a really fun day here in venues, working our way up from the Artemis Ahin game early on to Team Taze and Neon along the midpoint of it, and then finally wrapping up with this Master Tier Jesters and team game. We do have a lot of things going on still on our VRML channels right now. We have the Tyro LAN is on VRML 1. And that's over on our regular channel. We do have venues again tomorrow in the North American region. So tomorrow we'll see the matchups of Havoc Nightmares versus Hexalink Apples. And that's a ladder game that's going to be very important in the ladder finishing on the North American side. We have Rush versus OX5, a nice diamond tier match there. Another one kind of high up in the ranks there, and then wrapping up tomorrow night with Anomaly versus Overkill, kind of a middle of the master tier matchup as well, kind of like this one was tonight. We see very closely matched teams. This was a super great time. I'm glad that you got to hang out and chat with us offbeat. It was super fun to have you here. Sorry we lost Retep Worm along the way here, but I am Newton Dad, and the person making all this magic happen, I am not going to forget him. Wonder T-Man. He is the man. He sets up all the assets for us and does all the logistics, runs the cams, and makes the show happen. So that's whose computer you see on the stream, and I can definitely appreciate the load that he carries. Offbeat, you got any final words before we call this one done?
No, I think that's about it. It was a great evening casting that kind of built as it went along. It was a lot of fun, and hey, I'll be back here tomorrow evening for another round of this. So hope to see you there. It'll be a lot of fun. Guarantee it.
Until then, we'll probably find some more matches to do a little bit later this evening, maybe in the North American region. So stay tuned. You might see us pop up on VRML Channel 2 or Channel 3. But until then, thanks for joining us in venues and all the places we restream. Pay attention to who our sponsors are, but I'll say them one more time before we go. It's ProTube VR, Asterion Products, VR Cover, HyperX, Rebuff Reality, VRware, Border Foods, and of course you guys supporting us and Spark supporting us. What would we do without any of those? But until then, I'm Newton Dad, and we will see you in the next one. Later.
VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, Border Foods, VR Cover, ProTube VR, Rebuff Reality, and VRware.net.